Hello, welcome back to another Dungeons and Dragons recap. No sign of that spider that was in the table. I thought that was it was a fly. Yeah, this door just closed itself. No sign of the spider. Mm. No sign of the spider in the table. But there is a sign of. When I went inside, there was another spider on my leg. I didn't kill anything, I just gently walked to the door, took a leaf, took it off me, went back to my business. So, Dungeons and Dragons. This is session 8, I believe. We're still in the same dungeon, the Red Brand hideout. Such a gun line. I need to stop stalling, but holy heck, is it shit. Is it hot out today? I don't think someone's sweating. I'm sweating. So let's go into Dungeons and Dragons. So the first thing we do is we get into a room with 3 bugbears. Remember Cloig, the boss of like the first dungeon? He was a bugbear. There's 3 of them. And they're picking on this guy named Droop. He's a goblin who hates fighting. Okay, he doesn't hate fighting, he just sucks at fighting. So he fought the bugbears. Essentially 1 person per bugbear. I don't remember anything astonishing happened for this fight. It was mostly just generic combat. After we beat the bugbears, we kind of befriended Droop. But as soon as we killed the bugbears, I decided to just try and strike a deal with the Nothic. I took one of the bugbears. A whoop. I had Sam and DJ take a bugbear as well. And we just carried them to the Nothic. And we're just like, hey, you want this? And he was like, 45 minutes per bugbear. Until I try and eat Sam again. It's like, okay. So we now had 2 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, it's like 2.5 hours because still left over time from the wing. Lost that wing. I should try to get that wing back. And so after that, we then head to the next room, which is 4 Red Brand ruffians drunk in a bar just playing poker. I barge in, and also I learned a spell named Lightning Bolt. Okay. I have Lightning Bolt now, so that's fun. So I learned the Lightning Bolt. So I just barge on in with Lightning Bolt in hand. I'm just like, sup, frickers. Frickers. Sup, motherfuckers. And what do? I use Aid, which at level 4 gives you plus 15 HP to all your allies. So I'm just like, how you doing? We have 40-something HP now. Then I use a Lightning Bolt, which is 8d6s. Assuming it hits. If it misses, it's 4d6s. And at level 4, it's 9d6s. It's an attack that literally does a minimum of 9 damage if it hits. 4 damage if it doesn't hit. Even if the freaking thing doesn't hit, it still does 4 damage. Minimum. This thing can one-shot the Nothic if it gets like max damage, so it's kind of OP. It can do 54 damage with max. It's been 4 minutes already, holy crap. Okay, so yeah, I bust in the room. I Lightning Bolt 2 of them. They take like half health, because it misses. It missed and they took half health, like probably could one-shot them. But this then set up a huge fire. Including put a table on fire with melted gold on it. So what do? As they're doing their generic combat fighting, I pick and run over, take a table, and I throw it. I take this flaming table with melted gold on it, just throw it. The gold splashes on another guy. And then, after that happened, I shot a secret flame at some barrels filled with alcohol, which then exploded. The 2 guys caught on fire. They took a little bit of burn damage, and then I eventually finished them off. Did I finish off those guys? I can't remember who finished them off. It was mostly genetic fighting, most other than that shit. And yeah, they died eventually. But there was this one guy. We were able to get a few words out of him because we didn't quite kill him. He said, "There's an evil wizard dude in the next room." Then he died. So what did we do? We went to the next room. It was like a wizard's workshop, and there was really nothing in here except some books and such, an alchemy table, stuff to do alchemy stuff. Also notes we found out about this guy named remember Rhino, the wizard that Sam knew? We found him. So it's like, it's Rhino. So what do? We left the room and I was like, hey Nothic, what do you know about this Rhino guy? And he's like, yes. We know him. I kinda hate him, but I did much more dark magic. He was a wizard who did dark magic and turned himself into a Nothic. And then I said, hey. I think I offered him another Red Band Ruffian. And he was all like, flesh for flesh. And I was like, what's flesh for flesh? He responded with flesh for flesh. And I'm just like, okay. So I roll the D20. I roll 20-sided die for flesh. I get 20, and what I get as a response, flesh for flesh. So I was like, you know what, screw it. Let's just go into the next room. Except Droop knew a back entranceway to the wizard room because he knew we were coming. The wizard. So we snuck on back. Sam just went up the front because Sam is Sam. And we went around back. Also, he had a rat familiar that saw us, and that's how he started preparing. Because he had a rat that saw us. It was like a spy rat. So, what happened? Yeah, we started fighting. And this wizard, it was a wizard battle, essentially. Because what's the first thing he does? He got a 22 for initiative. And he just instantly used Hold Person on Sam and DJ, so it was a wizard fight. I did terrible in this wizard fight. I don't think I landed a single hit on him. I essentially just kind of kept him distracted enough so that DJ and Sam could be released, and then DJ and Sam beat the crap out of him. Wizard Man Rhino essentially just spammed Magic Missile, and I just spammed Inflict Wounds or Sacred Flame, depending on what I felt like. Looking back, I could have used Lightning Bolt again, but just didn't. But eventually, he got to 8 HP thanks to a blow that Sam did. And Sam was like, okay, you're coming with me now. And it's like, okay. But before he got taken away, I was like, hey, what do you know? I have a couple questions. One, what does flesh for flesh mean? And he says, flesh for flesh. And I'm just like, apparently, he then explained, flesh for flesh. He gives the Nothic flesh, and the Nothic gives him flesh back for whatever reason from random creatures. I guess for experimenting on. I don't know. And then it's a dog. Why do you feel like it's a mystery? It's not a mystery. It's my grandma's dog. So the Flat Earther. So next up, what happened? But I also asked about the fog statue, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's magical." No doubt, I figured that out already. The Nothic knew that. I knew that. You knew that. I learned nothing about this fog statue. But when we took the wizard back to town, we found out about a new magic shop that recently opened up, which can identify magical items. So next week, I'm going to go like, hey, what is this fog statue? Also, in his chest, there was some gold and silver. I let DJ have that. A couple other things we didn't give a crap about, and 2 scrolls. One for Charm Person and one for Fireball. I took the Fireball once, and now I have Fireball and Thunderbolt. Lightning Bolt, which literally are the same spell. They both do 9d6 damage. It's crazy. Fireball's buff. So, after that, then we just threw the rest of the junk in the chest down to the Nothic hole, and we was just like, hey, you can have this. And he was like, oh, okay. That's the last time I saw the Nothic. So yeah, we went back to town, turned him into the proper authorities, and we lost Sam. Because like Sam was Vino's like friend, so he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna hang out with him. So yep, Sam's gone. This is a sad day for us indeed. Now it's just back to us doing. We got like I'm still more dungeons to do. That's not the end of the book. So sad times, sad times. But we made decent progress. What are we doing next week? I don't know. So if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like, subscribe if you like it, to leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about it, and you can follow me on Instagram at WillerX5. And until next time, I'll see you later, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye.